would ask the substitute to please pause the video right now and give the class 10 minutes to work on the problems. And no matter how far they get, at the end of 10 minutes, start playing again. Okay, the second concept you need to know for Friday. Identifying properties of equality. Okay, you should have these in your notes already, but we're going to go over them quickly. Remember, you have the reflexive property, which says that there is the same thing on both sides of the equal sign. It is not in the form of an if-then statement. You simply have an equation, and on both sides the same thing exists. The symmetric property is in the form of an if-then statement and tells us, remember the picture I gave you of the butterfly and drawing the line of symmetry where you fold the paper over and what's on one side just flips over to the other. So if A equals B, then B equals A. And there's an example next to it of what it would look like. The transitive property, remember the illustration I gave you of the train. If the engine is connected to the car and the car is connected to the caboose, then the engine is ultimately connected to the caboose. When the engine moves, so does the caboose. The statement will be if-then form, and you will simply follow through. If x plus 1 equals 2 and 2 equals 3x minus 4, then the first equals the last. And finally, we have substitution, which is very self-explanatory. If A equals B, then B can be substituted anywhere for A. I'm just getting comfortable on the bed. Hee hee, what y'all doing? Y'all having fun yet? I can't hear you, so don't answer. I'll just assume you all said yes. Okay, turn to page 828. On lesson 1-3, I want you to work numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 4 very simple problems. You have 5 minutes to get it done. I'll ask the substitute to please pause the video for 5 minutes. And regardless of where they are, start it up again. The third concept that you need to know is writing algebraic expressions to represent verbal expressions. Alright, and remember, there are specific words that clue us into the operations that we should be performing. Addition, you will see words like more than, increased by, or the sum of. Subtraction, you will see words such as less than, decreased by, or the difference of or between. Multiplication, the product of, times, twice, which means times 2. Equality, remember the verb of the sentence is where your equal sign is going to show up. You see the word is, that means equals. Makes, becomes, those mean that is where the equal sign shows up. And very, very important, remember that when you see less than a number or decreased by a number, you are to subtract from that number. 7 less than a number is represented as n minus 7, not 7 minus n. Recalling these things, I want you to take the verbal expressions found on page 828 and 829 in the lessons shown on the board, and I want you to put them into algebraic expressions. Once you're finished with this, if there is still time remaining, I want you to go back to the lessons that I asked you to complete in the time that was allotted. If you did not finish, you need to complete those now and turn them into the substitute at the end of the hour. All work must be turned in. You are not allowed to take it home to complete it. All right. Hope y'all had fun. I know I sure did. See ya tomorrow.